On the block with pimps and prostitutes. That's a nuts title.
Have you ever been petitioned by a cop for
Oh yeah.
in their cop car?
Hell yeah, in uniform.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we're in Phoenix, Arizona, on the Blade, speaking with pimps and prostitutes, getting an inside look at their life and how it is on these streets. You're pimping out of the kindness of your heart?
For surely.
Does that sound like an absurd statement to make?
Absolutely not. Like when she go to sleep and pray, she praying to me.
That's a crazy statement.
Once again, we dive into the world of prostitution, this time in Phoenix, Arizona. This story takes place on the Blade.
89% said no.
Where women can
Sounds
be seen
about right.
walking at night looking for customers. The business of sex is a complicated one. Usually what you find is vulnerable women being controlled and manipulated by a devious pimp, who oftentimes himself grew up in a rough environment where he saw prostitution from a young age. For a young man growing up in poverty, the allure of being a pimp is both financial and status related. Monetarily, it's a great way to make fast money, and the profession of pimping has been glorified in rap music, presenting an image of a smoothly dressed man with cars, women, and the latest fashion. Phoenix has long been a hotspot for prostitution and sex trafficking, two things that overlap. Recently, there have been major busts, including one operation that arrested over 300 people in early 2023. While most of the mainstream media believes talking to some local vaguely related to the story in a corporate setting of an office.
I didn't think about that, but if your massage lady is jerking your dick, she for sure is a prostitute. I never thought about that. Damn.
This is the way to deliver news. I believe the best way to get to the bottom of the story is to go boots on the ground and get it straight from the
So that
source.
means if you ever got a
Today, we
tongue,
do just
you
that.
should be voting
Our story
yes.
begins by interviewing a pimp, and as the story goes on, we find ourselves in a motel room with a prostitute getting ready for work and her pimp in the
Nigga
room
said
as well.
repoll.
It's time to hit the blade.
Quick announcement, time is running out to get your ticket. We have a live event in Milwaukee. So if you're in the Chicago area, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, nearby, or want to make a drive, come out to the show. 2 documentaries. It's gonna be fun. Oriental Theater, March 7th, link in description. And now,
so
to the video.
cute.
These nigga rapping ain't doing it right. Hustle hard for them bands because that's what I like. I fuck on a bitch and then I'm out of sight. That bitch gave me brain, yeah, that bitch blew my mind.
So it's 5 p.m. on a Tuesday night. This is the first impression of the Blade.
Chat, the first time you run into one of these intersections, just like, fuck it, I'm gonna crash. But when I moved to Atlanta and I saw one of these, I ain't know how to act. But then once you get used to it, this is actually optimal, bro. These fix traffic.
So it's 5 p.m. on a Tuesday night. This is the first impression of the Blade. We're gonna show you a
Nigga said, the fuck do you do there?
This is somebody's reality there. 6-7 days a week. This is how they feed themselves, feed their kids. Like, could you imagine a mom being out here? Mom's gonna go out and work tonight. She'll be back in the morning. That's a crazy reality to me. They say this is the world's oldest profession.
You know what was my first experience, chat, with even identifying what prostitution was? This nigga's crazy for this. This music video, the kid that's the main character in the music video is a kid following his mom who's a prostitute. And I remember seeing that. And as a kid, I was like, what the fuck did she just do? If you ever watch this music video, you know what I'm talking about. And the kid sits right outside the room, sad as hell, while she's fucking for work in this music video. It's very sad. It's a very sad music video. Great song though, bro.
And I wonder if America's making the right calls in how we're handling prostitution. Would it not be safer to have brothels? Would it not be safer for the women, for the STDs? You cut out the pimps, which to me are the guys you gotta cut out of this game.
I thought I was
Tell the
cooked.
people where we are right now.
Shit, right now we on 27th Avenue Indian School. That's the Blade, but really that's the start of the Blade, but you feel me? We just gonna say that's the Blade.
And what's the Blade?
You gonna come down here, you gonna see some fat hoes, small hoes, anything, pigeon toes, but you feel me? Everything down here getting money though.
To me, it's mind-blowing that a man can convince a team of women to work for him, to be on the street, to put their body at risk, and then collect the money for that. How do you manage to do that?
far. We're not convincing to do anything. They seeing that we providing them a higher lifestyle for them. You feel me? Some females, they gonna be able to go to college. Some females, they ain't gonna never be shit. They need to run into a nigga like me or a nigga like us. Anybody on our lifestyle that's gonna actually elevate them and be able to give them what they need. Be able to, feel me, put.
Why is this nigga spitting game to Tommy G? This is the sales pitch, bro. This is the sales pitch, dog.
Put them in their car, put them in the house. A lot of people, they gonna be in their mama house the rest of their life. They gonna never be nowhere. 4 kids, 5 kids, but you feel me? Turn around. You see that? Can't make this up. I almost want to roll the window down.
What advantage do the women have in teaming up with someone like you?
They by themselves, they liable to get broke. When you get
Yo, you're sick, buddy. Hey, Diet Water, you're sick, champ. You're a sick fuck, man.
broke, you a renegade, you out here by yourself, you ain't got nobody to protect you or help you. Anybody can do anything to you. They know you got a purse full of money, they know you ain't giving it to nobody, so it's on you. You need somebody to be able to watch your back, make sure you safe, make sure you're okay, make sure you can eat, make sure you get home safe.
You kind of view yourself as the bank and the security guard of your women.
I'm everything.
When they're out in the street, how much of what they bring in goes to you?
Everything.
Everything.
Everything. I'm your everything. Like when she go to sleep and pray, she praying to me.
Nuts.
That's a crazy statement.
Straight in. It is what it is, man.
I like how Tommy keeps it a buck, bro. The nigga not playing softball with him. He's actually asking good questions and giving his... He's not saying like, oh, interesting, or some lame ass shit like that. Like, if that shit sounded crazy, he's gonna say, hey, that sounds crazy as hell.
You think that's a fair arrangement that all their money goes to you?
100%. Because it's going back to them in the long term. Anything they need paid for, it's coming right out of my pocket. And that's everything.
What kind of things did you buy them?
They might need a whip. They might need their rent paid. They might need a house. Their kids might need some clothes. Their kids might need some food. Their kids might need their daycare paid for. You never know what they might need. But whatever they need, that's why they give everything they got to me. And I'm going to make sure everything okay.
Tell people what a bottom
Bro,
is.
what?
That's the can rely on. Like, all the go, they leave, anything. You can't trust no to stay, but your bottom you can trust that one. That one ain't gonna never leave.
Did you say f off?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
When you f off on a nigga, that mean like you could be f***ing with another nigga. Anything. It's really just anything to not to somebody liking. You feel me? Where it's like, all right, you stop f***ing with me, but you ain't just stop f***ing with me and keep it solid and letting a nigga know what it is. You feel me? You f***ed off on me. You did something unrespectable.
And look, just how here she comes back again. How can someone get away with that? That looks like so obvious what's going on.
She ain't doing nothing wrong. She just walking on the phone. You feel me? I ain't see no crime.
Is this something that Phoenix police are trying to bust, or that you have to worry about police?
You for sure gotta worry about police. We go 2 minutes up the street, you gonna see hella police, but like, ain't nobody doing shit. They don't see nothing going on, you feel me? Unless somebody's stupid enough to be seen.
How do you view women?
I love women. For real, I love everything about women, you feel me? I don't even like being around niggas. I only like being around women, you feel me? A nigga ain't gonna keep me paid, the gonna keep me paid, you feel me?
How would you feel if your sister was out on the blade?
My sister.
That's a great question, Tommy. What's your fucking answer, dog?
Is on the blade right now in
Really?
Vegas, on my mama.
How'd you find your way into this?
What? What?
She was out on the blade.
My sister is on the blade right now in
Really?
Vegas. On my mama.
How'd you find your way into this?
Shit, bro, when I was like 18 years old, I was with this little bitch, or really an older bitch, but whole time she was a hoe. I didn't even know she was a hoe. She just always had dough, you feel me? She'd pay for little shit that I had going on, and it came to a point to where she started kind of like, you know, I'm gonna teach you the game. She wanted to see me get paid, you
So
feel
an
me?
older woman taught you the game.
For surely.
What's the relationship you have with your mom?
I talk to my moms every day.
Does she know what you're up to?
Yeah, she know what I do.
What does she think about it?
She don't like it, but she gotta respect me. I gotta take care of myself. She see how I'm taking care of myself. She see how I'm taking care of others, you feel me?
Where do you see yourself on the balance of good and evil?
Straight good. Ain't no evil in me, you feel me? Everything I'm doing is out the kindness of my heart. I'm trying to make sure everybody that is part of me, I play my part and we smooth.
You're pimping out of the kindness of your heart?
For surely.
Does that sound like an absurd statement to make?
Absolutely not.
What happens if one of your girls comes back and doesn't bring $1 home?
She wouldn't even come back, I ain't gonna lie. She know better than to come back if she ain't got no bread. But it's like, for what? What you here for? Like, you know?
What's the most a woman has brought back in a night?
Usually a quota is about a band, but you feel me? I done had to bring in like 35 bands in the night before.
Is there a particular day of the week that's the hottest?
Saturday. Sunday morning.
Is it a dangerous job?
For me, I know how to play the game right, you feel me? I ain't never in my life been in no danger playing this, but I done heard some stories, but that's about it.
Is it dangerous for the women?
Yeah, I say it's dangerous for them at all times. If they not protecting themselves, they not making sure that they safe at all times, they not doing their perfect screening. When I mean perfect screening, I mean perfect screening. Because any little flaw could really have you jammed up.
What makes a good John?
He gonna have to pay, and he gonna have to keep paying and keep paying and keep paying.
One thing we've heard in Chicago and Los Angeles from both the pimps and the prostitutes out there is they don't have black customers. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we don't do no AAs.
What the fuck is an AA? No, not that I'm fighting for my right or nothing like that, but damn, nigga, that's racism even in degeneracy? What the fuck?
What is AA?
That's African American.
No African American
Yeah,
customers?
no African American.
And why is that?
It's never really nothing good coming with African Americans. They usually too aggressive. They want too much. They not paying enough. It's almost like a safety hazard.
This nigga just said, bro, this nigga just admitted on Black History Month that people that look like him are a safety risk. And then when asked if the job is dangerous to him, he said, no, it's never been dangerous to me because I know how to play the game. And then said, is it dangerous for the women? He said, at all times. And then Tommy asked him, where do you find yourself on the scale of good and evil? Very good. Bro, that means that you are profiting by putting them in danger. You are discriminatorily doing so, which I guess you could say is fucked up or not fucked up. Who cares, bro? You wouldn't even want to deal with the half. I don't know who signs up for this type of shit. Bro, what the fuck is happening? There's no way this nigga thinks he's a great guy. That's so odd.
You know,
Well,
no, just making sure you're checking the surroundings. Okay, we're gonna keep going on the blade. Maybe we'll see you a little later tonight, but thank you for sharing your story, and I wish you the best, okay?
Like, bro, do the hundreds really have to leak out your pockets like that? Like, they don't fit? Really, bro? Your pockets are that small? Come on, bro. Put them back in your pocket, my nigga. We get it, bro. You make money, my nigga. Okay? We get it, bro. Put them back in your pocket, man. Come on.
So we're gonna hit the blade. We're gonna pick up some chicks.
Without having any good street connections that can get me into the rooms with pimps and prostitutes, I decided to try my luck by driving around and trying to pay women for a conversation. This made me feel nervous, uncomfortable, and I struck out more than an 8th grade boy at the dance. Apparently, an Arizona YouTuber went around harassing these ladies before, so they were not too keen for an interview, understandably.
I always feel like such a fucking slimy bastard when we're doing this.
Yo, all it takes is one camera, bro. Like, just one camera like this catching Tommy G in Arizona. Feel me? Because this nigga married, so they can make this look crazy. They can make this nigga look crazy as hell, bro. They can make him look horny as a bitch. Nigga traveling for 3 days in Arizona, got so horny he had to buy pussy. They really could have sold it like that, man, because it's not like the shit tinted.
It feels so weird and wrong.
When I visit tough places, I always look for people that
Here
are
we
thriving
are.
despite the
Bro.
environment. We found a boxing gym, so I figured I'd talk to a coach and hear his mentality and how he steers youth in the right way.
Hey, my niggas in Arizona in the chat just one time before I not pause no more. Bro, say something positive about your state, my nigga. I just been hearing negative things recently, bro. Say something positive about your state.
Direction.
We're at a boxing gym right now. As you can tell, kids are working out, they're jump roping, they're getting a sweat. And we're with the coach. What's your name, sir?
Rafael
Kevin Durant.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you, coach. ¿Qué es el impacto de la prostitución en la área?
Los niños no se enfocan en eso, ni siquiera voltean a ver a ellos. Ellos vienen y trabajan aquí en el gimnasio, llegan, se van a su casa. No andan en las calles, es diferente para ellos. Acá se van a correr a veces y pues, estamos cuidándolos de que no haya gente que los moleste.
¿Piensa que un gimnasio como esto es muy importante para la comunidad?
Oh, sí es bien importante porque, como te digo, los enseñas a pelear, pero también les formas disciplina. Cuando ellos crezcan, vayan formándose bien, ya sea para un trabajo, para estudiar, lo que sea, les forma su disciplina para ser alguien en la vida.
¿Piensa que la policía necesita ser más fuerte allí o de qué es la solución para esto?
Pues ahorita yo pienso que con todo esto que está de las drogas que están saliendo, que ya ves que hay tantas personas que están envueltas en drogas, también es duro para la policía mantener todo esto pues controlado, porque hay un policía o dos y hay como 100 o 200 gentes en la calle haciendo sus cosas, entonces es duro para la policía. Yo pienso que ellos están trabajando en eso, pero sí deben de estar un poquito más enfocados en eso también.
Muchas gracias. ¿Qué Tu haces para los niños y la comunidad. So, muchas gracias.
Gracias a ti.
There apparently was a YouTuber that was harassing prostitutes, and so that's making it not very easy for us to try and talk to women. We're gonna hop out on foot and see if we can just get people's stories or perspective of the area.
Damn, nigga in the slums, walking about on his bare feet, no security.
So it looks like somebody's getting just got a customer and they're going to a motel. It feels like we're in another world right now. This guy's kind of geeking out right now.
Feeling like I was about to fold my cards, as a last-ditch effort, I decided to go to a motel lobby and see who I could meet. After standing in line for a few minutes, my luck changed when a lady named Roxy got in line behind me. Here's what happened.
Is it normally this slow here? What is it like night to night around here? Does it get hectic?
Sometimes it does. Mainly you have like all the smokers that smoke blues hanging out around here.
What's
Sometimes
blues?
it gets
What's
a
that?
little crazy, you know, like people fighting and want to shoot each other.
Over
you know.
drugs or over like the
It's
pimping?
mainly over. It's not even got nothing to do with the pimping no more. It's all got to do with the pills, like the fentanyl. Like it's not their area to take over.
As far as
Fentanyl?
Phoenix goes, this is the hotbed for pimps and prostitutes,
Yeah.
unquestionably, right?
Yeah.
So one question I have is, do you think it should be legal? Should we have brothels where you can legally go, do your business, it's a little safer for the women?
To me, it's a job for them, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just like strippers. It should be legal for them to do it, somewhere to go safe, you know, instead of just walking the blade and then people picking them up and then somebody, you know, hurting them or killing them or something like that.
Have you ever heard of a bad story happening to a woman on the
Man,
street?
I've heard of a lot. I've seen a lot of females get in a car and end up in the back of an alley, gutted up, cut up. I've seen a girl that was on the blade on Northern and 27th, and they found her body in the back of an alley just laying on an empty bed, no clothes on, stabbed up.
How do you view the pimp in this? Is he a helpful person? Is he a parasite? Is he a bad guy?
I don't think these women need pimps, you know what I'm saying? I mean, why would you need a pimp when you're trying to work for the money for yourself? Some of these women are vulnerable, you know?
What percent of the rooms here you think are dedicated to prostitution?
Travelers in. That's
True.
across the street. And over there, they can bring as many people as they want. Just the other day, I seen these two girls bring a trick over there, and I don't know what they were trying to do, rob him or what, but he busted out their window, and then he left, and then they left. It was crazy. I was like, wow.
It seems like a
What? They
dangerous world
tried
to
to-
be in.
Yeah.
They tried to reverse lick the nigga. They tried to set him up like that Lil Wayne song, Mona Lisa. Right? Whoa. Bro, doesn't this feel so degenerate like what we're watching right now? This feels like, bro, we're talking about fentanyl and prostitution and drugs and killing and robbing. Damn.
Especially too for the tricks too, you know, because they never know what's behind them doors, or they never know what's gonna happen. They can get set up. Somebody could be waiting for them to rob them and stuff. And most of these females are doing it for the fentanyl, and that's pretty crazy.
Does the pimp get the woman hooked on fentanyl? Is that part of the game?
No, I
Fix
think
the
that
screen?
they get themselves.
My
hooked on
bad.
it. Some pimps, say if you follow the girl, they'll come right up on you and tell you, hey, well, what are you doing bothering my girl and this and that, and they'll point a gun at you and all kinds of shit. It's crazy.
Have you ever met a pimp that you think is a good guy?
I know quite a few pimps. They're all right. Yeah, you see a lot of ambulance. Just earlier today, they had the helicopters and like 10, 15 squad cars. I guess they were on high-speed chase from here.
The motel managers, do you think they 100% know what goes on?
Of course they do. Some of them are with it, and some of them ain't with it.
I guess in some ways I get it. Like, what are they gonna do? Say, no, I don't want to feed my family? Like, that's the thing. Like, every person in the chain, at the end of the day, they're trying to survive.
Yes, yes.
And-
That's what this whole situation is. Like the homeless, the prostitution, the drug addicts. Everybody's trying to survive out here. You know, this world is hard, you know?
Do you have anyone waiting on you right
Yeah, I
now?
have them waiting on
And then
me.
the truck.
No.
Do your thing first, and we can talk
Yeah,
after.
they're pushing a shopping cart, so they have all my bags in the shopping cart.
Okay.
So guys, motels.
Hold on. I have a theory, chat. I think if you left humans to their own vices and you didn't give them any rules or guidance, it would just be degeneracy. Okay? That's how I feel. And I think that rules or a belief system of some sorts is how you discipline yourself into doing the harder things that are probably better for you. But I think in so many ways in America, there's no system like that. You feel me? There's the basics, but like Niggas don't even follow those. People don't even care they can go to jail for 10 years for having a gun. They'll still have the gun in states where it's not legal. And these are people that there's no real, it's like, I feel like in most ways, this country incentivizes degeneracy, and so it will continue to happen. And I don't think there's nothing we could do about it, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all niggas, bro. I don't think there's nothing we could do about it. There might be ways to slow it down, bro, but I feel like it's getting worse. I feel like it's been getting worse, bro.
Like this, they're hot spots, and there's cities, major cities all around the country that someone's day-to-day life, the way they put food on the table is to sell their body. But you let me know in the comments, should it be legal? Would it be safer, better, cleaner if it was legal? Or hey, no, that's a line we shouldn't cross as a society? You guys let me know what you think. And one thing that's a little spooky about doing this is you never know how close a pimp is keeping an eye on you. Some car with tinted windows. I mean, we just saw pimps with crazy guns in the car. I think if you're not bothering someone, they're not gonna bother you.
It's legal to be strapped up in Arizona, right?
Brings us to.
They find like people already broken in the room.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
on the bed all like moved aside.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not gonna lie, this room doesn't look so bad. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all niggas. It's 10 times better than the shit I had in Indiana. I know, that sounds outrageous, but I'm being serious. This room actually clears the one that I had in Indiana, bro.
move the furniture out, and it's like dirty under there. Sometimes they don't even clean these rooms right. I stayed in that one over there today. And that room over there.
Nah, this is solid.
Two big roaches in that room. You moved the bed, it was dirty. Comforts didn't look clean. They had like little thin pillows. It's just crazy. People been getting shot over here. Right now it's mainly over the fentanyl. El Chapo Guzman put a stop to fentanyl.
I'm not gonna lie, roaches is like, bro, roaches are everywhere, my nigga. Like, that's not, bro, why do niggas act like roaches mean the place is nasty? You know what roaches mean? There's probably a spawn point near you, my nigga. It might mean the place is nasty, but there's, yo, bro, if you live near a pond, a lake, or a vat of water, that's usually where water bugs spawn from. It don't matter how clean your house is. They will make their way into your house if you live near it. I don't know why niggas don't fathom that. I don't know why niggas don't fathom that, bro. That's how it is here in Atlanta. There's so many small ponds and things like that. That's where they spawn, bro. Now, if you have rats and mice, that's a different story. That's a different story. If you have termites, that's a different story. But yeah, bro. It depends on your region too, but in Atlanta, bro, I'm telling you, I was just as surprised when I learned this information, bro.
For the blues to come here, a lot to do with cartel, you know.
Not those black roaches, not them African roaches. I'm talking about those red American roaches.
Saw a lot of drugs. That's why a lot of people know me around here. After this car accident and everything.
You just kill him. Just kill him, bro, if you see him.
You know, I gotta get my shit together. I'm waiting for my settlement to come through and then.
From the insurance company?
Yeah, Hemp wants somebody that's gonna work. The rooms he pays for, food he's paid for, the clothes he's paid for. She has to work that off.
When they have sex with tricks, what % of them you think wear condoms?
I don't even think they do. It's just a dangerous game and this just one bad thing, you know?
How much does this room cost tonight?
It cost me $84, but it was supposed to be $63.
For a sketchy motel, 84 seems pretty
That's
high.
actually pretty high, thanks.
Let me talk to them and find out if they're comfortable with it.
Can I give you my number?
Yeah, so that way they won't be all sketchy.
Yes.
Hey, I'm in room 176 right next to the laundry room. They're coming.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit then.
What the fuck? Bro, she just said you don't need a pimp. She has one.
Like, think about this, picking up weed. Back in the day, you had to meet someone in a sketchy cul-de-sac or alley. Dealer would drive up, you're nervous, the cops are gonna pull up. And now they have dispensaries. You walk in calmly, you get what you want. You walk out, everyone's happy and no one gets hurt. I think it's pretty similar with prostitution.
To see what a future could look like if sex work was legalized, let's look at two different case studies that are out there. In Nevada, the only place in the United States where it's legal, the results have been encouraging. Sex workers report a great reduction in violence, better relationships with police, and like the legalization of marijuana, the counties that have legalized it are enjoying increased tax revenue and tourism dollars that it brings to their area. In the Netherlands, they decided to legalize prostitution in specific districts that they call tipple zones. Cities that have implemented these zones saw a 30 to 40% decrease in incidents of sexual abuse and rape. A study I found from Yale estimates that major cities spend around $7.5 million every year enforcing prostitution laws, and something I thought of is that money could instead be invested to fighting crimes like shootings and theft, things that are a little bit more major. What do you think?
I think they're using that to block
Have you ever seen a motel that is this secure? Like, as far as how to get in? Travelers Inn's pretty locked down. We're at Miguel. Throw the drone up, see what we can find. There's some weird stuff going on.
It would depend on if legalizing it or decriminalizing it would incentivize more people to participate in it. At least to me, because I don't know what the stats are for weed, but you can argue weed is a lot less damaging. There's way less side effects to smoking weed than to something like this or doing way harder drugs, in my opinion. But I think if it incentivizes a lot of people to do it, then you should be very cautious with your implementation of decriminalizing or legalizing it, because it might make people feel like it's okay to do it now. People that were otherwise afraid to do it. I don't know. But, yeah, bro. I don't know.
Around here.
It's legal in the Netherlands? What the fuck? They legalize everything over there, huh? God damn.
Hey, Roxy.
Is crack legal there?
The door, they say give them a few minutes.
Are they down?
Yeah, they're down to talk to me.
Look, agent wants to go now. Bro, the one place I want to go to in Europe is Switzerland, okay? Because Instagram keeps showing me, like, yo, chat, there's going to be a week this year where I move to Switzerland in some small fishing village and set up my fucking Starlink and go crazy, bro. Seriously, man. All right, that's the one place I want to go to.
10 minutes? Okay, cool. All right, sounds good. Out in the open, there's someone right there. It's a hoop. Thanks. How are you? So, I'm looking to talk to people. I'm looking to pay people for interviews.
Oh, no, I'm good, love. Thank you.
No?
You know why he looks like a cop? Take your cop hat off, Tommy G. Get the nigga from the backseat out of it. Alright, just you, the camera, and her.
We just have to make sure we're not walking into a setup.
True, because, yeah, that could be a setup too. I think we should bring up one.
How you doing? Good. I can hop out. You want to meet me at the gate?
Alright.
Here, I'm gonna come out right now so you can see me.
Nigga rolling the dice,
These are my
man.
guys. What's going on? Nice to meet you. How long do you plan on going out for?
Probably all evening.
You're gonna go for 24 hours straight?
Probably, that's my goal.
That sounds exhausting.
Not my first time. Probably won't be my last.
So what goes through your head when you get ready to go out there?
Just trying to stay positive.
How dangerous is it out there for you?
It could get pretty dangerous, to be honest.
Can you run us through a story of an experience that might give people an idea of how hectic it can get out there?
I mean, it could get pretty dangerous. I had this one client who didn't want to always make them pay me first, and then I'll do the service or whatever. He try to take the money back.
Tommy,
from
I can
me
see
and
your
shit.
face.
I have brothers and shit that I call and they handle the situation.
So you have some guys that if you need backup, you can.
Yeah, not everybody has that, you know? I didn't have that at first.
Is there anything you can tell about your clients or customers
A lot of them are still married and literally cheating on their wives, and that's crazy as fuck to me.
What percent of your clients do you think are married?
Probably over half of them.
Bro, there is no way. Why eat, bro? I just don't get it. Maybe I'm just not married, so I don't understand. But you mean to tell me you found somebody in your life, thought to yourself, yo, you know what? I'm gonna spend the rest of my life with this woman. And then you cheat on her with her? Bro, what the fuck is wrong with these niggas, bro? You can't be that horny, my nigga. I just don't believe it, bro.
Wow. Does that surprise you?
Yeah.
What percent of clients are wearing rubbers and what aren't?
Oh, I don't do anything without a rubber, so.
It seems like it would be pretty risky to do it without a rubber.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically just gonna kill yourself. I know a couple girls that do anything for $1.
Can you tell me more about your story or how you got into this?
I'll be 23 next month, and
yo, she's only 22.
What happened when you were 17 that you said, hey, this is what I want to do?
Well, I mean, my mom I'm from Indiana actually. My mom moved us back out here to Arizona, and we didn't have anything. We didn't have a house, we didn't have a car, we didn't have shit. And then my mom left me out here by myself.
Your mom left you out here by yourself?
Yep.
Where did she go?
She moved to Florida with her mom.
So is this kind of just survival?
Yeah.
Yes, is there anything you think would be important to tell people back home that might not know anything about this world?
Don't be so judgmental towards people. I'm a peacemaker. I love peace. You don't know what the next person's going through, really.
She's high as hell right
How long
now.
do you see yourself doing this for?
Honestly, I don't know, but hopefully not too much longer.
We've done a similar piece in Chicago and Los Angeles, and one thing we've heard from both pimps and prostitutes in both those areas is they don't do black customers.
Okay, I don't do black customers either.
too risky.
Yeah.
What percent of women out here you think have pimps?
I think back then.
Yo, most taxi drivers don't either. Not to make this about me, guys. Sorry, but I get denied way too many. I'm like, nigga, you don't have nobody in that car, bro. You've been sitting in that spot for 15 minutes. Come on, bro. Give me a ride, my nigga. I'm not gonna shoot you, I promise. Like, seriously, bro. What's up with the discrimination, my nigga? This is not okay, bro. This is not fine, bro. This is not okay.
Then when I first started working versus now, it's a lot of renegades now. Versus when I first started working, it's a lot of pimps and hoes.
And do you think pimps are helpful, or do you think they're hurtful to the business model?
As long as they're not a gorilla pimp, then
What's
I
that?
think it can be very helpful.
So you kind of need a pimp to survive in some ways?
Yeah.
Is the game plan basically to find customers and bring them back here?
I do car dates.
Is that the most common way of doing it?
Dates?
Yeah.
Are there any weird fetishes that you come across?
This one guy, he hit me up. He's like, "Are you able to like?" I didn't know what scat play was until I had to Google it when he asked me to do it. Scat play? Who?
Refers to feces. They named a car after that? Ew.
People like really like stuff like that.
For any family or friends that might be out there wondering how you're doing, is there anything you would like to say to them?
So like shitting on her?
I'm alive. Shit, they can hit my line. But I do have a son, and I do see myself being more active in his life.
When he's not with you, who does he stay with?
My baby daddy's mom.
Okay, that's good. You in the game or formerly in the game?
I'll never leave the game.
How young were you when you got into this game?
9.
9?
Yeah.
Who got you into this game at 9?
Just watching. Born in Los Angeles, California.
Did you grow up on Figueroa?
Yeah, I know about Figueroa.
Did you have any family members on the blade?
Cousins, females.
Did they teach you the game?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
34.
Now that you're older, more mature, is that kind of wild to think like that you were that young and put in those type of situations?
Yes, it actually does.
So I hear all the time, pimps take 100% of the money. That to me sounds absolutely crazy.
This nigga Tommy says whatever's on his mind. I like it though. I like it.
What's your take on that?
She only gonna do what you let her do to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, whatever she go for, that's what it's gonna be. I mean, there is some that do that. There are some that run their program a little differently, you know?
So if people think, man, a pimp is just a parasite, do you agree with that, or do you think that's, or do you disagree with that?
It can be, but see, you got motherfuckers out there giving pimp a bad name.
Is pimping a lucrative business?
Very.
What's the most you think you ever made in a month?
30.
It's like an investment banker's income. It's not bad, huh? Do you ever feel bad for some of the prostitutes out there?
Actually, I do. That's what made me stop. A lot of these girls were raised
stopped?
wrong.
Is he not the pimp?
That they were supposed to be. It took me a minute to realize, like, the life comes out of that. You know, the whole baby comes out of that. That's crazy. Like, pussy is the root of all evil. It's what make the world go round. This is the best thing on earth. It'll make anybody do anything.
Have you ever had to hunt down a trick and collect money?
Yes.
A lot? On the scales of good and evil, where do you see yourself?
I see myself good.
What percentage of women out there do you think have been sexually abused or abused as a kid?
A lot.
What percent of pimps out there you think have been abused as a kid?
See, that's what I'm saying about this word pimp. You got boyfriend pimping, gorilla pimping, freak body pimping.
Fuck is that?
These dudes out here that don't care. They'll pimp a tranny, they'll pimp a gay dude, this shit is wild, B. Like, this shit is illegal, flag on the motherfucking play. But I guess if it make you money, hey, man, I ain't gonna be selling a boy pussy. That's out of pocket.
Yo, someone tell me what the fuck a gorilla pimp is real quick.
144 years. It's out of pocket.
Have you ever been in danger doing this job?
Every day I'm in danger. 144 years.
A pimp got 144 years?
You know, another one that got 422 years.
God damn.
420 years?
After Steve mentioned that he knew of
Bro, isn't the nigga that defrauded everybody Sam Bankman-Fried about to get 100 years? You mean to tell me this pimp got 400 years? Sam Bankman-Fried committed the greatest fraud in American history, and this nigga's getting less time? I'm bugging or what? White collar crime man, it's a lick. I'm not gonna lie. Not that I'm gonna get into it, but if I did have no options, I would go in that direction. I'm just saying, bro, they don't really penalize niggas properly. Bro, them niggas took billions of dollars and juked everybody.
pimps that got 144-year, 420-year sentences.
Good
I was
for them,
curious to know the
man.
legal ramifications for each of the characters in the story. Pimps, prostitutes, and Johns. And it turns out it depends on the state. But let's take
Land of the
California, for
free.
example. For a first-time offender, if someone pimping an adult, they typically get a sentence of 3
So, okay.
6 years. But a really bad pimp who's involved in sex trafficking and more may get a few decades in prison, like this Milwaukee pimp.
So how did they get 100?
For the women caught soliciting sex, most states agree that it is better to help the women than heavily punish her. Because of this, prostitution is typically a misdemeanor, and instead women are steered towards programs like probation, mandatory AIDS testing, and community service. And now for the Johns. Let's take Illinois, for example. Cook County Sheriff Tom Dart noticed a discrepancy in the Department of Justice statistics. In 2010, 43,000 women were arrested for prostitution and only 19,000 Johns were arrested for soliciting it. He decided he wanted to go after the Johns soliciting sex and launched his National John Suppression Program. When the Johns are caught, they're given a ticket and a fine, and the money from their fine goes to support counseling and job programs for the Women's Justice Program, a program that supports the sex workers the police catch to steer them into a better future.
Imagine a motherfucking telling you 422 years in the Department of Corrections.
That's insane.
All because of a stinking ass bitch.
I learned a lot. Do you have any final thoughts?
If you can get out of it, get out of it. If you don't put anything in it, don't expect shit out of it. Straight up.
Bro.
The families worry about them and think, every day that shit on these streets is going to be okay, but you never know. I mean, there's so many girls that came up.
There's a lot of girls that are missing right now.
That are missing. They found girls that the tricks took them and raped them and left them in the alley. There's a girl that they found over here on Northern too, and they found her in a suitcase.
In a suitcase.
In a fucking suitcase chopped up.
That's the worst part about it. Like, they don't have to walk the blade. I think that's the cheapest hoeing you can ever do. Internet, cool. That's more.
The internet's the worst.
What?
Why?
That's dangerous too. You can have somebody lying to you about who the fuck they are.
Yeah.
Cam it up. You can get through it, just cam it up.
They used to have where get on the internet and do just phone. You don't have to touch nobody, go see nobody. I think that's the safest way.
I feel like if it was that easy,
Because
then
that's what's
nobody
going on
would
right
be
now.
doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's the number one fear of what's going on right now. These women are ruining themselves. Syphilis, gonorrhea. Like, these women are catching.
STD yet.
And by the grace of
Some
God.
these girls do take care of themselves, You got some girls walking out here like, damn, like they look like high-class prostitutes, Like their shit don't stink.
What's the percentage of them that are not going to doctors, getting checkups, and it's
Stay
high?
at the doctors.
For those that do take care of themselves, kudos, respect to you. Handle your scandal. With the ones that ain't, you need to get it together.
That's their lack of love. They don't have that person to teach them that shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Like the ones that don't try to take care of
And
themselves.
that's what the fuck is going on upstairs.
Are the ones that go out and have sex for like $20, $30. Girl, you're really cheating yourself.
That's what I'm saying. A baby come out of there, that shit is priceless.
not like
At
the
the end of the
most
night, they gonna
depressing
pay
shit.
for it.
One pimp told me one time, because he wanted me to work for him, he told me, girl, you sitting on $1,000 right now. I'm like, what the f*** are you talking about?
It says the men in the Bible, quote unquote, men were made from dirt. We came from dust, dirt, where we will return back to dust, dirt. Women were handcrafted. And then they said that we shall not lust. I can't help it. Shit, look what you made.
Do you guys think that sex work should be legal, that there should be brothels where women can work at?
Yes. I feel like it'd be a lot more safer.
Yes, it would. And most of these women wouldn't be getting killed out here. A majority of the that's out here is coming from.
Nah, they're saying some pretty out of pocket shit.
Because this job involves women getting into cars or motel rooms with men they've
Damn.
never met, this profession carries a great deal of risk. Sex workers are some of the most common targets for killers. Take, for example, the Chicago Strangler, where 50 women over the last 20 years have been killed, and almost all of them sex workers. When you mix the social stigma of the profession and police forces overwhelmed by cases, the result is many of these killings go unsolved, and the predators out there are aware of this.
A lot of these women are also hoeing for their addiction, just to stay high.
How much has fentanyl changed the game in hoeing?
Oh man, fentanyl fucked that game up. By far the worst drug that ever hit American soil. I've been 18 months clean off of it, man. Let me tell you, by far that was the best feeling, the best choice I ever made in my life was to stop with that.
What can you say about the power of fentanyl?
It's terrible. I wish I was never introduced to it. I was smoking like 100 pills a day.
What percent of the women out there you think are
100 pills a day of anything sounds like it's enough to potentially OD. Hey, my addicts in the chat, bro. How much is that really, though? How much does a normal person that takes fentanyl take? Because 100 feels like too much.
addicted to drugs in some way?
Probably like 2%.
60?
I'd say a lot of them do it just to cope with what
20.
they're doing.
What we have to go through, yeah.
Do you ever enjoy yourself with a customer? Like, this is kind of a fun part of the job, or is it never fun?
Yeah, sometimes. There's like good customers.
Have you ever been petitioned by a cop for sex?
Hell yeah. Hell
In
yeah.
a cop car?
Hell yeah. In uniform. Right hand on the Bible. On my child's life.
Are they good customers?
Yes. On God.
So do you
Oh!
like cop customers?
No.
School story times on Discord. Yo, that's actually a comp idea.
This girl told me too that she
I gotta write that down.
He would be her regular, and she would go attend to him, and when she told him she didn't want to do that no more,
He gets upset and now you want to change the rules and be a little f***ing bitch.
he tried to put her in jail and stuff.
All right, guys, we'll stay safe, okay?
Yo, we gotta do that. We might do that tomorrow.
All right, folks, that's been an inside look into this world of pimping, prostitution, the people behind it, the stories behind it, and I hope you learned a lot, because I sure did.
You know what life taught me recently, chat? That, what the fuck is this poll? Excuse me. Kai Cenat father, Duke Dennis uncle, I'm David's mom. All right, guys. You know what life taught me? That it don't matter how good of a job you do parenting, if they grow up in a bad environment or make the wrong friends, like, it'll undo all that work. I think, like, bro, friends and environment play the biggest role in someone's development because kids just want to fit in, bro, at the end of the day. So if they, like, my brother was a good guy, and then he made some bad friends when he was, like, in 11th grade, and nigga turned out to be a thug for 2 years. He had a thug stint, bro. And it was really no need for that, bro. It was just, like, friends influence. But, like, also the same thing applies if you live in an area where it's so common. Like, if everyone you know, like, if you know hella prostitutes and pimps and shit like that, you becoming one, this likelihood skyrockets. And it's like most people could never see this for themselves, but there's some people, they're around it so much, it just feels like the right decision. So it's scary. Like, now that I think about it, my parents made like a fucking 99 overall all-star GM decision to move me out of Scarborough. I used to live in a bad area when I was a kid, and I never understood why my parents moved me to like a middle of nowhere. Back before like the area I was in even had homes, like it literally felt like I was living in the fucking country in a farm. That's what it felt like for a few years. But I never understood why they did that. I was so mad for a couple of years. Not so mad, but I was annoyed because I was like, damn, all my friends were back there. But like looking back, they just wanted a better environment, man. And when I see stuff like this, it reminds me of that. Like the environment is everything sometimes. Seriously, bro. This is very sad. The reality of what this is and how some people get caught in this trap is very sad. The one lady says she started at 17, dog.
The mission of this channel is always bring you the rawest and the real shit of what actually goes down here on planet Earth. Mainstream media is never going to show you this, but I will. And a shirt that we've launched, Don't Believe the Lies. Support the channel, get it on the store. Thank you for joining me on this journey. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, Tommy. All right, Tommy. Hey, W video, Tommy G. W video. I don't remember seeing the other two ones he said he did one in LA and Chicago. I don't remember those ones. I might have to go back and watch them. Oh, so you like the video? Boom. You're gonna like that one too, man. Go ahead, just. Bro, click the video. What the? Bro, that's what I be saying. Like,